Gary, a fine 3-1 victory here at Steel Park against Sutton Coldfield Town. Great first half, very strange second half with the rain, but you must be incredibly pleased with the run of wins.
Incredibly pleased with the run of wins. I just felt that was a little bit flat today, like the performance. That looked like we'd had a week off. It looked like we weren't fully wound in. And they're a type of team, they just want to pass the ball around at the back, so you either stick or twist. And we talked about what we was going to do, and we won the ball high up the pitch a couple of times and nicked the goals, which we thought we could, and we got one from a set piece, which we thought we may be able to, because they're not the biggest side, they're a great footballing side. But we just felt if we could deny them space in our half, which we did, then we felt that we could nick the ball, and we've got players who can cause problems. And that's what we've done. And obviously second half 3-0 up, that was just about not conceding really in the first 10-15 minutes, and then riding the game out, because at the end of that ain't about how well you play, it's about the 3 points, and we'd earned the right to be in that position in the first half.
Of course, 3 goals in the first half, and they were all well taken goals, weren't they? Tremendous. And great start for your new boy, Charlie Sanders.
Yeah, didn't expect anything else from Charlie, to be fair. He's sort of one of them guys who writes his own scripts. The only thing that was probably missing today was a red card.
Got the yellow.
He got the yellow, but normally that's goals, that's big tackles, that's all action, that's 8 running people, that's 30 yarders as he got today, that's tapping. He's just a nuisance, and you probably see a little bit of everything from him today. He give you the full bag, and deservedly probably man of the match, although I thought there was probably 4 or 5 who went under the radar today with real solid performances, and obviously Danny's goal was great as well. He's in great form going forward, and we've just got to try and find a happy medium for him with going forward and vacating space at the back. But we've got defenders now at the football club with Charlie, Jaffa, Harry, Kern, Callum, who can all defend in one-on-one situations. So we've built a squad now. That's going to be the squad. Not more than likely, can't see any more incoming. So we're going to run with it, and we're on a great run. If we can keep it going, we'll get in. And if we, we're going to hit a flat spot at some point, I guess. But obviously that's a massive test on Tuesday night, but Wednesday night for us.
It is. That's not a point where you want to hit a flat spot, is it? A huge game here, Wednesday night, Steel Park versus Spalding, and hopefully the pitch will be dried out by then. It took a lot of rain for the end of the game tonight, but you're set up well. Everybody's happy. Confidence is high. That's where football matches are won and lost, aren't they?
Yeah, and we are in great confidence. And to be honest, after the game in the dressing room, I did say to the boys, I expect a bit more. Like, a little bit more game management, a little bit more, another 20%. I think there's another 20% within the team, whether it be in the body, in the legs, or in the mind. I just feel like, because we're on a good run, and subconsciously you automatically think we're a good team now, but we're not. We're still a work in progress team. There's still a lot of work to do with this team, and that's the biggest downfall in football. Thinking you've cracked it, because you've never cracked it. And if we start thinking like that, we'll get a collar's felt at some point, and that's my job and the staff's job, to keep the players' feet well and truly on the ground. We're on a good run, that's all it is. We're not guaranteed playoffs or anything like that. We've just got ourselves in a position where we can challenge for the playoffs over the last 7 games. So, we've got a little niggle with Jordan today, not ideal, because he's been in great form. Slinny felt his hamstring a little bit, so that's a bit of a worry. But we have now got a squad where we can bring players in who can do the job.
Gary, great performance today, tremendous win. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Just on Spalding, what do you expect from them? Because obviously we spoke about them before the game got called off. They've had a bit of change. What do you expect from them? You must know Elliot Sandy pretty well. So it could be quite an interesting.
I don't actually know him on a personal level. Obviously, I know a lot of him. We've interacted on a few things on Twitter, and that he seemed a good guy. But Spalding, they're littered with top players for this level, aren't they? They've got some really good players. They're a little bit of an all-star team, if you like. But we've got to stand up to that on Tuesday. Like, we know that's probably going to be, one of the biggest tests. That's what Spalding in the league is, one of the biggest tests. Like I say, they've got great players all over the pitch, and I'm sure Elliot will have them, well organised, and we'll have to stand up to. There'll be spells in the game on Wednesday night where they're probably dominating the game, and hopefully we'll have a spell where we're dominating the game, and that's when we can nick a goal. At the minute we are being relatively ruthless, we're not being so wasteful. So, I think that'll be a cracking game on Wednesday. urge people to get down there. You know, I'm not disappointed with the crowd. I thought there'd be 600 here today. Hopefully, obviously the weather probably didn't help, but what more can we do? With 5 on the spin, we've got a chance of getting in the playoffs. If people ain't going to come and get behind the team that's working the socks off now, then when are they? So come on, let's get down there on Wednesday night. Let's make it a tough night for Spalding, and let's get ourselves on the front foot and give the fans something to cheer about.